Hello, so I wanted to give you a quick demo of Groove Animator and just kind of show you what it can do and so forth. And so you can see here that I've got a little sample, just very basic sample. And what I wanted to kind of give you an idea what it can do is just kind of some of the signature animations. We've got the kind of line animations here and the dashed line animation here. And also kind of show you that some of the cool things about the timeline. But first, let me just kind of run through what the app, in the various parts of the app first. Notice that I have a stage here that I've zoomed in a little bit, so I can size the stage, I can zoom in and out, allowing me to have more room. Here's all the animation options. We've got stroke animations with the ability to apply multiple colors, and we have some nice shortcuts. For example, I can use right click, or I can hold down a control click on a Macintosh, and I can have the ability to select multiple colors at once instead of having to do them individually. And we have a bunch of pre-built palettes. So we also have some other dashed line animations. We have also some other things like moving in and off the stage, fade, zoom, rotate, and a lot of these have cool modifiers like bounce and overshoot and stuff like that. So there's a lot of neat things that you can do. And if you notice here, I've stacked some of these animations, which I'll kind of show you here in a second. How that plays in. But first I want to continue to kind of show you everything here. So here's the text animations. Now what these do is we have a lot of fonts, and you can convert them basically to SVGs automatically, and it will add that stroke so that you can animate the strokes of the fonts, which is a cool feature. We also have primitives, and we're planning to add more. We're also working on the ability to draw shapes dynamically, and that will be coming soon. We have the ability to import images. Of course, it's going to be best if you import SVGs with strokes or lines. That's going to be taking advantage of the animation feature in Groove Animator. We export to QuickTime MOV with transparency, MP4, and animated GIF. The animated GIF in the first version of Groove Animator does not have transparency, but we will be adding that as soon as possible. But we decided to go ahead and at least give you some animated GIF options. So, and we even have the ability to change the color of the stage and some other things here as well. So over here we have a bunch of built-in images. There's over 1,000 built-in images, and our first upsell has over 2,000 more, plus where you can influence on our Facebook group 1,000 more that we're adding to that. Incidentally, before, as I mentioned, the upsell, you get the personal and developer rights with the front end. So very important. I believe that you shouldn't have to pay extra for developer rights, and so that is part of the front end. So always very important for me to mention that. We have a bunch of different categories here, and these have all been optimized. They're really cool images, great for animating with Groove Animator. And then you can see here you can move things up and down, so you have the Z kind of order, overlapping, the ability to delete an item or remove all, and the ability to set the colors of images, so I can come in here and set the color. And then finally down here there's a button for our tutorials so that you can get the most out of Groove Animator. Now I'm going to come back to what I've done here on the timeline. The timeline is pretty cool. You can zoom in and out on things. You can see here that I can move things around. I've got this one here. I haven't actually added any animation to it, so it says it's empty. But you can see on the timeline that they indicate what animation is there. So I've got a draw in and out on this one. I've got dashes on the other one. But notice here that what I've done. Let's go ahead and delete this particular little block here so it's not distracting us. Get that out. And so you can see here that I've got them fading out at the same time, and what I did was I created a fade out animation, and then I just overlapped it on top of the dashes animation, and that allowed me to create sort of a combined effect of both animating and fading out at the same time. Now I can actually build in a fade out within just the main block here, but by doing it with the sort of added block, it gives me the ability to kind of tweak it on the timeline quickly and easily. And so we try to build in cool effects like that. So you see here that the little plus sign allows me to do additional things. I can animate this more. I can animate it off the, if I didn't have it fade out, maybe I could animate it off the screen or on the screen or to a different position on the screen, or rotate it, or do all kinds of creative things with it. So, you're limited only by your imagination. So there's a lot of neat things that you can do with Groove Animator, and you see here that I can scrub and all that kind of stuff. Again, I can zoom in, and if I don't like one of these things, notice here I've got a delete selected block, which I've got that selected. I can delete that without deleting the dashes animation. So I don't have to start over when I use this delete selected block option. So again, a lot of cool options here, and we do plan to add more. So please check back. If you grab Groove Animator, go to the member area on a regular basis, and definitely join us on Facebook to give us your ideas and suggestions and feedback, because we're hoping that you guys come up with some neat ideas. We have plenty already ourselves. But thanks a lot for checking out Groove Animator.